Alright folks, in this clip I'm going to teach you how to draw graffiti letters. Alright, so graffiti is essentially, basically, and only thinking outside the box when it comes to creating anything, really. What do they do most of the time? What they're trying to do with their art, anyone who works in graffiti, is trying to kind of make a statement and trying to kind of stand out and be different. So if you're going to be designing graffiti, it's best to think a little outside the box. I'm going to give you just a few little examples of ways to do that. And I'm just going to do it with like an ABC sort of illustration. What I'm going to do is create sort of a unique looking way of doing the ABCs, a couple different ways, and hopefully from this you'll see what I mean when I say there's like a bajillion different ways to do this. So there you have the ABCs, and done in sort of a style that makes it a little bit more, it just pops off the page a little bit. That's what graffiti is. Try and think a little bit differently in terms of shapes, design. Like if you want, you don't have to do it so bubbly like I just did. You can go a little bit more jagged. Kind of look for odd ways to make odd shapes. Ones that really stand out though and make a statement. Graffiti ought to ultimately call attention to the work itself. It ought to be bold, it ought to be interesting, it ought to be very expressive. And it should definitely not be something you're used to seeing. So when you're drawing your graffiti, make sure you really kind of think about what is the intention, I guess, of this graffiti art. What am I trying to say? What kind of attitude am I trying to convey? It's supposed to be more bubblegum, jagged. Basically, the options are endless. But basically, think outside the box. Don't be afraid to experiment, and yeah, just basically think in terms of the unusual, and that is how you draw graffiti letters.